Hello guys and welcome back. Today I'm actually gonna show you how I drew the cover page for my bullet journal, because before I wasn't able to go ahead and do like the proper, step-by-step video. But anyways, let's do this. So you do see that I started off not with a blank page, and that is because it was not recording when I did the initial stuff, and I had some issues going on. I initially wanted to use watercolors for this whole setup, but my page could not handle it. Like, even though it's 160 GSM, it was supposed to, be able to handle water. It was not doing that well. The page was wrinkling up, and I did not want to do that. Like, I spent so much time on this. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna mess it up. So I decided to just use the markers as normal, and initially I wasn't like happy about that, but I think it turned out pretty well, and I did soon start liking it. But yeah, I was gonna say this page was really fun to make, but it was not. It was I had issues, okay? The watercolor being the first one. But yeah, anyways, my theme is like tropical plants and then birds as well. And the reason for that as well, I really like birds, but also, when I was doing my research, like thinking, like what I want to do, I was like, no one here has like, birds in their bullet journals. So I was like, let me be the first one to go ahead and do this. Right now what I'm making is the centerpiece of this cover page, and it is my African gray parrot. His name is Coco, and I was so surprised at how good I made it, because I wasn't expecting. I mean, yes, I draw and stuff normally, but like still, when you make something for the first time and it turns out really nice, you're like, dang, So that was me. I was like, wow, this is so nice, But yeah, I just really like the way that it turned out and how I was able to give it the proper highlights, because like I was actually really like not worried, but I was like, how am I going to make his exact colors? His feathers aren't, yes, he's a gray bird, but they're not all the same gray. He has dark, he has light, somewhere it's like so light that it's kind of like whitish. So yeah, but I think I did a very good job. I did a very good job. Good job, Mariam. You have passed. And right after I make that gorgeous African gray, I go ahead and mess up making cockatiels. I don't know what they look like, bro. Like, I can make better ones. Anyways, I really liked like drawing these plants, and I've still, like, even after this whole setup, I've been doing journaling and stuff. I've been drawing these plants because it's just so fun and simple. Like, it's just in the way that you move the marker, like more than drawing, it's like the way that you move it, they just appear. It's really fun. You guys should try it. Just pick up a paper, and a marker, and just do what I did. But yeah, one thing about these markers, they're not numbered, they're not named or anything. So it's kind of annoying. Like, I have to go back and try it out, especially because this was my first time using these markers. I had to go back on a rough piece of paper and like try out the different colors and really like, oh, is this the one that I was using before? Or is this the one that I wanted to use? So yeah. If you guys buy markers, when you guys buy markers, please get something that has names or number or some sort of identification for each of the different numbers. You'll thank me. Just do that, okay? Yeah. Another problem that I had during my whole creation of this bullet journal was I really wanted to use my fountain pen to do the line art. But you can see me struggling here too. The ink is not really flowing well, and that really it bothered me. But it also like took so long. It took so long to just do this, bro. I gave up. I was like, nah, fam, I'm going back to my special micron pens. My beautiful microns that I always use for line art. So yeah, this made it much faster. It was much smoother. But I was really sad because I really wanted to use like a fountain pen. I wanted to use like liquid ink, you know, but it's tight. I was like, it's okay, let me buy a better one, because I don't know, this pen kept getting clogged. So I was like, let me buy a better one, and then I will probably do something in the future with that. But yeah, I'm just outlining my stuff. So being an artist, like, I use different techniques, right, with different media that I use. So with watercolor, and so typically with markers, like me personally, I would not first color and then do the line art. I always like do the line art, get everything down, and then I fill it in with the color. But because I was initially planning on doing it as watercolor, I was going to lay down the color and everything and then go ahead and do the line art on top of that. And I just ended up doing the same technique as I would have for watercolor. And I think like that actually kind of worked better. And I kind of have like some ink outside of my lines, but that goes with the look that I wanted. So I was happy. I'm like, it's okay. Like, I like it. I was very happy. I had a lot of fun creating these illustrations. Even at the time, it was maybe a little bit stressful, because like I was not getting time. Like even right now, I think when I'm doing all of this, like my nieces are sitting next to me, and we're watching some cartoons. We're watching Jadoo while I'm doing this, and I'm like off to a side. I'm sitting at like a weird angle, and but it's okay. I got it done. But yeah, you guys will see this similar illustrations throughout my whole bullet journal. If you haven't already looked at it, go ahead and go take a look at my flip through of my 2025 bullet journal. Also, the digital versions of these stickers are available on my shop. I will put the link in the description if you guys want to, buy that and use those in your planner, in your journal, and anything. You can definitely go ahead and do that if you don't feel like, drawing this out. Or you just want to support me, that also is a good excuse to buy them. But definitely go check them out. I did add some glitter dots here and there with the glitter tool pens. And you can see that the way that I'm doing the line art for the for my African gray, I'm not using bold lines. I'm not using straight lines. My hand was, while I was doing it, it was like I was keeping it a little loose and shaky, and my lines are broken up. Like it's not a full complete line, and I really liked that look. I applied that in the future spreads. I applied that in some of the leaves, maybe in this one. I think, yes, in some of the leaves. But I really, really liked how it looked, because it gave it a softer look, a softer vibe. So yeah, I totally destroyed my little cockatiels up there. Like, what in the world, bro? What in the world? But yeah, other than that, we're good. I had to throw in a lion cub. It's my favorite animal. I had to put him in there. And you can see me now writing out my 2025 with a gel pen. And it looks bad. I did not have a proper brush pen to write it with. And at the time I was like, it's fine, I can do it. It looks fine. But it didn't have that smooth finish, And later when I did buy the brush, I was like, oh, it looks so much better with the brush pen, in my January setup and stuff like that. And journaling and stuff. But yeah, it's okay. This is it, you guys. This is how it turned out. I am done. Looks much better close up like that. Look at that, gorgeous. You can actually see the gold. And thank you for watching.